Hello. So, we are going to continue with this dirigible and the automatron. Now, I don't know whether you may or may not, if you watched my other videos from the other day, I had a bit of difficulty with the automatron chap because I was trying to render out his head, the texture, and it said it was going to take an hour, and I couldn't really figure out why, and I still don't really understand why, because I rendered out everything else and it didn't take very long at all. So I don't really understand why his head took so long. But anyway, this is the final render, and textures are applied. He has been exported out as a collada with textures and then uploaded to Second Life. And so what we'll do is just make sure while we're in Second Life that he is looking good. Now, he's only really going to be seen by people sitting here in Second Life while they're going around on the tour. So I've kind of taken the liberty of uploading the mesh and everything, and placed him sort of where he would be operating as the tour guide, and I think he looks pretty good. I don't know whether the copper might be a little bit overpowering, but anyway, we'll play with that in a minute. What I really want to try and do is get the placement of him correct. Now, I think that the sort of the steering wheel, what do they call it? Can't remember what they call it. But anyway, I think this is just a slightly bit too big. But what we'll do is maybe just resize it very slightly. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. Okay. And then I think we need to bring Captain Copper Pants or Copper Breeches or whatever they want to call him. We'll bring him down. That's probably better. I think that's better. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. So we'll just bring him down a little bit. There we go. What I don't want to do, of course, is for him to come through the bottom. And he's coming through the bottom. Just very slightly. But we can just remedy that by just lifting him up a little bit. This isn't, this is not going to be 100% accurate by any means. What I might do is just bring him forward, maybe. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is just, I'm not so sure the copper, I like the copper effect. His head being made of brass or an alloy looks pretty good. I like the arms and such like. I think what I might do though is select that and just see what it looks like with a sort of a grey. Now I think we're getting there. That's too dark. Yeah, I think that's it. That's what we want. Yeah, I think we're getting there. Let's do his arms as well. So we're just sort of adding a bit more grey to the colour so he doesn't quite stand out as much. I think this is looking rather good. I'm actually quite chuffed with this. as I say, this isn't really the final yet, because I'm still tweaking and playing around. But I think because I'm actually in the beta, Second Life beta sim or servers at the moment, and yeah, I think he's looking good. Yeah, so he does actually break up when you pull away, but at the same time, he's not really going to be seen an awful lot far away. He's going to be seen this close. So there's no point in actually having such a high land impact on something like this. The dirigible itself could probably be lowered slightly, because, you know, again, no one's going to really be seeing it this far away. But anyway, what's his land impact? So he's got a land impact of 5. That's not bad. And the dirigible, you know, we haven't finished this yet, and this is not the final, but that's 50. That's too high. That's way too high. And what I've done is I've loaded it with a very high land impact, and there's no need. But anyway. So, what we're going to do is, I think he looks pretty good actually. I'm quite pleased with how he's turned out. I think he looks damn good, and I will do a preview, couple of preview, and I like the fact that he's got, you know, imperfections, and he's got this kind of tarnished look about him and weathered, because, you know, obviously he's outside. It's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Now, what I need to get done now is, there's 2 things that I want to do actually today, and I might bring this. Let's bring this over to a bigger screen, because we're going to be doing more Second Life than Blender today. So what I want to do today is, to finish this off, to make it, you know, look a viable sort of thing, is to get some steam and smoke coming out of here. I still need to play with the textures a bit, I think, for the dirigible. I'm not 100% happy. They're potentially a little bit too clean. And then there's this issue of this. I don't know quite why that's doing that on a procedural texture in Blender. I don't know. But I need to look at that as well. But it's looking pretty good. I would love to animate the flames. I think it would look a little bit better if it was a little bit animated, you know, even if it sort of went through about 4 or 5 different images. But I might do that as well. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. It is looking pretty good for something that's going to be a temporary object and used for just taking people around a sim on a tour. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. This is not going to be the final propeller. I had to redesign another propeller for the dirigible, because I don't know why this one didn't spin on its axis in the middle, and I couldn't actually figure out why. It sort of went in an oblong when it was turning. So today I am going to do so what I normally do is, we have like a little we need something for the steam to come out of. So what we generally tend to do is create something like that, which is obviously not what it's going to be, but right for now, that's what we're going to use. And we can tidy it all up and hide the ball and do all that kind of thing, but really what we need to do is to play with a script for I think it's under here. No, I didn't put it under there. I'm organizing things correctly, and so I'm putting things in their correct folders. Now I think where have I put my scripts for? Oh. How strange. It's funny, you can look and look and look and you just don't see things. So I have a party fogger. That may or may not be a good one. Oh no, that's just a very big how strange. I created a oh, there we go. Factory. I know factory chimney is one thing that I actually made, but where is the scripts? Okay. If I put these things somewhere else. Symmetry, original, surround. Maybe they never came across from interesting. Maybe those scripts never came across from my standard sim, the normal. It's interesting. Okay, I wonder where that's gone. I know I have a smoke script particle template. We could try that. Here we go, chimney smoker. Where is that? Chimney smoker. How very strange. Oh, I see. It was okay. I didn't go down far enough. Okay. Right, this is going to be incorrect because it's going to create smoke. Ooh, I see. That's interesting. Best, I think, to look at smoke at night because you can see where it's going. And I'm wondering whether that is being pushed. Actually, I quite like that. Needs to be a bit more black, but okay, so now it's just a matter of playing with the script until we get a smoke that we're happy with. So now I think there is a smoke. There is a smoke texture that I did that is kind of a grey black, which I think is really the ideal one for this. It's going to be the last one that I pick, of course, isn't it? It's always going to be the last one that I pick. Yeah, there we go. That's the one I'm looking for. All right, so we want to change that to Smoke 03. I need to change the properties of this. Permissions, apply. Permissions, apply. Okay, just wanted to make sure that I had done that. Okay, so really then, all we need to do now is play with this until, so if I reset that, we should now start getting save. We should now be seeing a darker smoke, because obviously in theory it's a mixture. There we go, that's better. Yeah, that looks a bit better. That looks a little bit more like a steam. Yeah, way too big, but there you go. Right, so what we do now is we resize it. Way too big. Let's bring that down to about half the size. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and we want the end scale to probably be pretty big, actually, because actually let's do it an odd size so that we don't make it too regular. So what's going to happen now is it's going to, yeah, I like that. It's going to expand quite a lot. Of course, it's steam, so we don't want it to. I like it. In fact, I like that quite a lot already. And now the thing is, we need to make it go in the Y direction. And I suspect that this is it's going out in a cone. That's absolutely fine. I know there is an option in here for the influence of wind, and I suspect that this particular sim, the wind is going in the other direction. We could actually make that. Let's just I want a little bit more heavier, and let's do the radius of the emission. I think that could be too much. Yeah, that's probably. Oh no, that's actually pretty neat. Okay, so this is quite a belcher. Okay. Might need to knock that down a little bit. Let's knock that down a bit. It's literally a matter of tweaking how you want your smoke to yeah, okay, there we go. That's pretty neat. Still a little bit too much. To slow down the output of the smoke. Okay. Yeah. That's probably too much now. Let's go back to 1. Yeah, I quite like that because we've got sort of smoke that's, you know, billowing out up here, and then we've got sort of an intensity of smoke. And as this is going to be moving all the time until the tour ends, it would make logical sense that the smoke would be kind of billowing out. I wonder if I switch this round, is it going to emit it out a different way? Oh, it's that easy, is it? Okay. Well, there you go. Sometimes things are a lot easier than you think. I still think that's emitting a bit too much. But let's get rid of the 8 on the end of here. And let's do that. I would like to see sort of almost puffs of smoke rather than a constant stream of smoke. Ooh, that's a bit too much now. Ah, there we go. That's a little bit better because, you know, as this is going to be moving, yeah, there we go. I quite like that. Yeah, that's pretty neat. That is pretty neat. There's still probably quite too many. Let's lower the emissions down because I think it's a little bit too much. Slow that down a bit. This is not going to be a dirigible that's speeding around on its tour. It's going to be chugging gently around while people are reading certain things, and yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Ah, yeah, there we go. There we go. That's more like it. That's pretty neat. I like that. Yeah, okay, that's pretty neat. I like that. I like that. So we've got sort of a little bit of flow back there on the smoke, which is what you normally get out of chimneys. And then, yeah, you don't want it billowing out, you know. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I like that. Anyone got any comments about what it looks like? Anybody at all? No? Okay. I think as an emission, yeah, I quite like that. It's not too fast. It's billowing out rather nicely. I think the colour is perfect because obviously this is a steam powered craft. You know, so you're going to have steam, you're going to have smoke mixed coming out of there, and I think that's coming out, you know, this dirigible is going to be not moving particularly fast, and so I think that's about the right rate. Okay, so what we do is we take that, you make it transparent, and we add it to link with the dirigible, and now it's connected. Nice, nice. I like it. I think it looks rather good, actually. I think that looks excellent, if I say so myself. And I think our Mister, and even in the dark, so if I switch through the, we've got bright daylight, we've got, I think that's sunset. And this is night. And I think he looks rather good, actually. I think he looks rather good. Now, the sim that this is going to be running in has a very unusual wind light settings, which yeah, are fine for the sim, and that's what they want for the sim. But you know, this may or may not be used in other sims at some point in the future, and as long as it looks good in, yeah, that looks good, you see, so we can still see the smoke coming out. Obviously, you know, exactly as you would do during the day, you wouldn't necessarily see absolutely everything coming out of there. But that's pretty neat. I like it. I like it. It's not overdone. It is relatively random. That is pretty neat. I'm quite chuffed with that. I'm quite chuffed with that. So I think this is sunset. Yeah, that looks good. So it's, you know, it's chugging away. Any thoughts from anyone? Anyone got an opinion? Okay, I like it. It looks good from all angles. It looks good. So let's leave it in the daylight, because what I need actually, I can't remember what that was. XC doesn't work. This is just the camera. Camera smoothing. Let's put that up a little bit. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah. Okay. That's a little bit too much maybe, because I want to do a video to show my client. Oh, that's nice. That is a nice smooth transition. Very nice. I like it. Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm not so sure that I can go to the sim in the beta. I don't think you can. There's very few places that you can actually go to on the beta. I'm not convinced that it's going to find it. It's obviously got the group, but not the place. Okay. I don't think it exists. No, it doesn't exist on the beta sim. That's fine. Anyway, I'm going to do a screen capture of this, which I think the client is going to be very happy with. I like that. It does look very smooth. Right, let's use the wind light setting that's here and see what that looks like. Okay. Yeah, okay. It's a bit contrasty. I much prefer sort of a, there we go, that kind of, yeah, that'll look good. I think that'll make it look rather good. We've got, I think this is sort of maybe sunrise. I think this is during the day. This is sort of midday-ish. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. He's got like this. Oh, it's a shadow. Okay. So it's kind of a shadow from his hat. That's fine. Right. So I'm actually really quite happy now that this is actually turning out to be really quite good. What I do need to do before I forget is copy that script. So I'm going to Control C. Okay, so this is going to be new script, and we're going to call this dirigible chimney. I've learned over the years, always back up your stuff. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I'm now going to save that onto my computer so that I can bring it into the real sim when I bring in, let me just save this. So bear with me while I just do this. It is extremely important the amount of times I've gone through builds, and so dirigible chimney.lsl. that's saved. That's fine. I'm happy with that now. We have that saved. Okay, I mean, I'm actually really happy with this. He looks good. I think he looks good. Does it look better with that? I think this is clearer. I think this just gives a much better view of the colours, etc., etc. Yeah, I think he looks good. I think he looks really good. Does he need to be shiny? I don't think so. He's weathered. I quite like him being weathered. No, I don't think shiny. I think as he is, I think he's fine. And I like his monocle. I think maybe his monocle should be shiny. So the glass, shininess, low, high, interesting. Ooh, that's pretty neat actually. That makes his monocle stick out a little bit. I quite like that. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. He's an automaton, so he's got very intelligent eyes. I like it. Anyone gonna comment? Anyone got a comment? Got any thoughts? Have any opinions? I should really replace the propeller. Because this is the incorrect propeller. The propeller that's going to be used is actually a 6-bladed propeller and looks more dirigible-like. This looks more like a propeller off of a ship or a boat more than a, you know, a dirigible really. But anyway, we're still in the making phase. I do like that smoke. That smoke is just so good. It's just really good. Okay, I want to take boink, boink. Let's take a copy. Always do a copy. No, he's not in there. Okay, always take a copy, multiple copies. I do exactly the same for my blender. It doesn't take up a lot of space, and having multiple copies just in case, especially when I go through, my next video will probably be literally just tidying up. I need to investigate this, why I'm getting that. I might need to rebake the texture. That kind of annoys me. It shouldn't be there, that sort of shading. Again, it's procedural textures, and I don't really understand why just those blocks there have got this thing. I like the shadows and such like. It just works. It just works really, really well. I like it. I like it. I like it. I want to take a couple of pictures. Let's get a couple of shots. The chap that actually created, I think, one of the very first script compilations for making a tour in Second Life. Is an amazing guy, and I don't know him personally, but I know him via email, conversations and such like, and he's most accommodating. He gave me some pointers on quite a number of scripts that he published and made available, but of course were done quite a long time ago. And I was telling him what I was doing, and he seemed to be quite interested. He doesn't do an awful lot, I don't think, in Second Life anymore, which is, I think, a real shame. But maybe for him it's run its course, and I might go back to actually the region Windlight. Yeah, I think that's, and I might just bring that over this way, because it looks, it's too harsh. The light is too harsh. So we kind of got, let's just change, there we go. So I think that looks good. That's kind of late afternoon. Let's do a late afternoon. Yeah, I think that's pretty good, actually. Let's do a late afternoon. I'm going to move slightly out of the way. Let's move over that way a little bit. And I want to do a couple of screen captures of this. Let's see where I have saved this. Okay, here we go. Right, so let me create a directory, a new folder. This is going to be that, and it's 29th today, and it's the dirigible tour. Well, actually, let's just call it dirigible. Okay, so let's take a series of photographs. Okay, I think that's looking good. I'm seeing the smoke coming out the back, which I think is just so cool. It's just really good. Right, we're going to start saving them in there. I might actually change the look. Yeah, I quite like that. Let's click on another one. Right. And let's just change the look of the Windlight again. Kind of dusk. Yeah. Get something that looks pretty neat. I like the smoke. The smoke effect is so cool. I want to try and get the overall effect of this. Oh, there's the moon. Let's keep the moon in there. Let's just see if we can play around with the light to get some. I think it looks better at night, actually. But then smoke, I think, does kind of look good at night, especially if it's lit well. Let's just get a range of shots here for different. Ooh, there we go. It's kind of. Early morning. No, kind of middayish. Yeah, that kind of looks good. Okay, right, so now let's get some shots of the come on, zoom in. Why won't you zoom in? There we go. I definitely need to change the lighting a bit on here. And I think it was kind of, yeah, there we go. That's where he looks actually pretty good. That's where he looks pretty good. And you've got the boiler in the background. Okay. Yeah, he looks pretty good actually. Let's zoom in a little bit more. You can see the monocle. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can get that to refresh. Come on, refresh. There we go. This is all part and parcel the kind of things that you have to do really to sort of sell your idea to people in Second Life. And I like the boiler in the background. Let's change the lighting slightly. Kind of shows him off in, yeah. Refresh. Yeah, that's good. I like that. He's looking good. Let's just get another shot. Maybe like that. That's a pretty neat shot. Okay. I like that lighting. You got the reflection underneath on the sort of little blimp of the red chair, you know, sort of the red velvet. I like that. I like that. That's actually pretty neat. Let's see if we can try and get a half decent shot and zoom in just very slightly. There we go. Let's go down. Oh, come on. Why are we behaving like this now all of a sudden? Maybe this sim's fine. Sometimes I find actually that if you've got that open, it tends to just slow everything down too much. Okay, I'm going to move out here. Let's do that again. Maybe I should take the auto refresh off. Doesn't seem to work properly anyway. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Let's save that. Refresh. Manual refresh. Let's save. Yeah, that's good. Okay, now let's go over the other way. Let's just get a little bit of the scale. There we go. Right, refresh. Save. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's get a shot back here. Why not? It looks good. We got the smoke up there. We can see the smoke. Save. Let's see if I can get one more and then we're going to call it a day. Ooh, that's pretty neat. We've got the moon in the background. We've got the smoke, which is looking good. We've got Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's see if we can change the... Yeah, okay, refresh. Right, okay, enough photos. I'm not going to do the video right now because it's going to push things a little bit too far. I've got Second Life open, Blender open, I'm streaming, and I think that that would just be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Any questions? No questions. Okay. So this is just about coming up for an hour's stream. I'm very, very happy with the way this has turned out. It's good. It's really, really good. I like it. So yeah, actually I might be able to do a video. No, I'm not going to push it. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to do it offline because I think it will just create an enormous problem and make everything crash. Okay. We haven't had any difficulties with Twitch today, which has been a bit of a change. There's nearly always something happens on Twitch, which is which gets a little bit irritating at times. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my stream. If you have any questions about anything, then do please drop me a line. I must admit, when you're building in Second Life, there are times where you can become too critical of your own work and you keep fiddling. And I've heard this from other people who, yeah, I might sweep along there. That might be good for the video. And then, I'll come around there maybe and then sweep around there for the demo video, which looks rather good. You can see the gauges, the fire, you can see the copper, which is rather nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. So yeah, I think we'll do that and put a nice demo video together for the client, and then they can have a look, and if they approve it, then I can work on optimization for loading up to the proper Second Life grid, because I don't really want to have this whole thing here at the moment is about 55. Yeah, okay, so it's 55 land impact. I mean, it is going to be temporary. It's it's just used once by somebody on a tour, and then it re-reses again as required. So yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Right. Okay. Let me just make sure I take another copy, just to make sure. Okay. Right. So I have a copy. I'm going to do a video in a little while. That's about it. As always, I thank you for watching my videos, and it'd be really nice if I had some feedback. I don't know whether people like my videos or not. It would be useful if somebody likes these videos. I can keep doing them because I'm always making things in Second Life. I'm always building, I'm always using Blender. My next big project after this one, which I have already started. By the way, I did start it several months ago and then stopped because I had another big project that had to take priority. And now that project's finished, which included building a sim surround with a video that I did maybe over a week ago, I think. So I did a demo of that. That needed a high priority because it was being used in role play on the sim, so it had quite a high priority. That's now completed, and this then has now become the highest priority. And once this has been approved, and if you like, the board of directors like what I've done, then this can then go into action, and I will be going through the whole process of setting up the tour. This is obviously just the transport for the tour. The tour is yet to be designed, and that's going to take quite a long time. But I can go through that process if anyone's interested. I do like this. This has come out better than I expected. It really has. I'm really quite chuffed with this. It is pretty neat. I do like it. But anyway, so yeah, my next project is going to be I've got several things on the go. I have to make a dirigible that is large enough to hold in-world meetings, and something that's quite large. It's used for the admins and mods, etc., of the Sims. So they want something that's a little bit more up to date and a bit more modern, because I think the one that they've got is well over 10 years old, and it's looking early days Second Life build. And I think that they want something that's a little bit more posh and a little bit more up to date. So that's a project which I haven't even started yet. Well, I have started something. I've come up with a concept idea, which I've shown in one of my previous videos anyway. But my next project, which I've been told is going to be the Jules Verne-ish steamship, which again I've shown in one of my previous videos, but it needs a lot of work yet. So yeah, I've got plenty of builds in the pipeline. Again, if anyone wants to see anything maybe specific to do with either Second Life or Blender within my capabilities, then very happy to do a video. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again soon.